Hello everyone, how's it going? Billy Ballgame here, back with another video. We are on the national floor for Friday morning with my buddy Greg and my buddy Rocket Rick J, and of course, my national baseball card mojo mentor, Tom. So I figured I have not filmed much video from the floor, so I would do that today. And how can you not have fun hanging out with this cast of characters?
Well said.
more like a den of a nickname.
Since I haven't filmed any video of the floor, like none of you have seen it, here's the national. So I'll be back with you hopefully throughout the day, and then with a wrap up later this evening. Thanks for watching. Here's a nice zoom in of Tom's forehead. Like I said, Hollywood level production on my channel. All right, everybody, how's it going? Billy Ballgame, we're back with you on the floor of the National. So I'm here with my buddy Coop. My buddy Coop just made me a tremendous offer that I cannot pass up. So he said, I'm going to give you a $100 bill. You see what you can take with this $100 and what you can turn it into. And at the end of the day, if you come back with less than $100, you give me the card that you have. If it's more than $100, you give me a $100 bill back. So I'm about to take $100 from Coop, and I'm gonna see if I can't trade up and flip cards and turn this $100 into one of the cards off of my target list at the National. And we'll regroup with you at the end of the day.
Now, if it's over 1,000, we may have to talk.
We may have to split. We can work something out.
Yeah.
Gentlemen's agreement amongst friends.
That's right.
So I'll be back with an update. So I'll accept your challenge, Coop.
All right,
and we're off
sounds
to
good.
the races.
Let's do it.
All right, everyone. So I'm back with you. So in my previous clips where we left off, I had accepted Coop's $100 flip challenge, and it started out really well. So I went to a dealer that a lot of our group had bought a lot of cards off of. Tom bought a lot of cards off of him, and Chris bought a lot of cards off of him. So I made a beeline to his table, and I told him, listen, I'm involved in this crazy $100 flip challenge, and kind of told him what I was looking to do. And he read my mind and said, well, you have to start with Mantle. And I had a couple Mantles that I had looked at, but we couldn't quite make the numbers work. So he was like, here's one that I can get to $100 with for you. So he handed me a 64 tops Mickey Mantle in an SGC 1.5. He had 150 on the sticker. The comps on that card are $127. So to me, I'm already up $27. And so I'm trying to figure out, okay, trying to strategize, like, where do I go after this Mantle? Well, to make a long story short, the National was so busy today that I was either unable to talk to any dealers because the table was so busy, or they had no one at their table because they were a museum instead of looking to move cards, right? So I worked on this for a little while, and then finally realized, just with the national floor as crowded as it was and the dealers that were hustling, I wasn't going to be able to get to where I was going to make any progress from the Mantle unless I spent a lot of time and frustration trying to move up in that card. So what I did was I got the Mantle and the extra trade bait cards that I had with me that I had been turned down twice yesterday trying to sell to dealers. So I took all those cards and sold them at another table for a little over between 60 and 70% of comps. And then I gave Coop his $100 back and basically waved the white flag and said I surrendered. So Coop is leaving it as an open challenge. So if I make it to Strongsville this coming up year, we might do it again where it's not just wall-to-wall people and chaos, and I'll try it again. And I think I have a pretty good strategy planned out on how to do this in the future. I just need a little bit of time and room to operate. So I'm gonna leave the previous clip in there because I think it's great having Coop in there. I enjoyed that a lot. I hope you enjoyed it too. I know this part of it is a little bit anticlimactic, but there's a reason that it's anticlimactic, just because I wasn't going to be able to pull it off today, and by about 2:30, like, Tom and I just hit a wall, and I realized that I was taking up all of Tom's time to where Tom wasn't able to go around and wheel and deal and pick up awesome cards to close out the show. So I wanted to just be relieved of that pressure. I picked up a little bit of extra money in the process, got rid of some cards I didn't really want to bring back with me. Coop got his $100 back. We were able to free Tom up, and Tom was able to pick up some really cool cards today. So to make up for disappointing you on the $100 challenge, I'm going to show you the cards that Tom picked up today, along with all the cards that he's picked up previously at the National. And brace yourself, because Tom and I were just talking about how it's amazing every time we go to a show, I pick up one or two cards that I think are, air quotes, bigger cards for me and my budget. Tom will come back with a stack of 15 to 20 cards that are every bit as awesome and big, if not bigger cards than what my big card pickups are. So I'm about to show you some massive cards. Tom has killed it at the National, and he still may pick up some more cards if we go back tomorrow. So I'm going to show you Tom's cards here in a second, but before I do that, again, the National, I think today's more crowded than yesterday was on the floor. Like, the tables that were busy, they were deep. There were lines trying to get up to see these cards. So again, like I said in my previous video, the hobby is not dead. The prices may be coming down, but there are people hunting them, and the right cards, the prices haven't come down, and dealers aren't moving on the right cards. But if you find the right dealer, dealers are willing to come to comps, or again, a little bit below. We kept going to one table over and over and over again because he kept giving these guys great deals. And if I have money left over tomorrow to go buy a card, which I might, his table will be the first one that I hit to go and look for a card to pick up to close out the National for myself. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know for sure if I will be able to pick anything up tomorrow, but if I can, I know where I'm going first thing. Tonight, we're going to another meet and greet. We're the one that Ash is putting on. I talked about it last night, Legacy Cards. Greg helped him put it all together. So I'm looking forward to that. It's not going to be as big as the Mike Moynihan baseball collector meet and greet from last night, but there's still going to be a pretty good sized group of guys there, and I'm really excited about that. Tomorrow we don't have our plan isn't set in stone. We still may leave tomorrow, stay in a hotel in Indiana, and go to the Larry Bird Museum. My guess is, as tired as everybody is right now, we may go to the National for a few hours and then roll out and drive straight through is my guess. But we'll see, and I'll keep you updated on that. Again, my apologies. I didn't get more footage on the floor, but again, it's so crowded. And then Tom and I get in the zone of card hunting and lose track of time, and next thing we know, it's 3 hours later. So I'm going to quit babbling, show you these amazing cards that Tom picked up. So this first stack of cards I'm going to show you is what he picked up yesterday and on Wednesday. And this is in no particular order. These are just the cards he picked up. So first, 61 Topps Mickey Mantle. And Tom, for a guy that professes to not care for Mickey Mantle, he sure bought a whole lot of amazing Mickey Mantle cards. Did you not, Tom?
Yeah.
And Tom and I have very similar taste in cards as far as what we're looking for in eye appeal. This is obviously a 60 tops Mickey Mantle and a 4.5. You guys have seen my SGC 5 that I have for my set. I would put this against my 5 any day. Here's a 58 tops Hank Aaron All-Star. Awesome card there. That's one of Tom's cheaper pickups that he's made. Here's his counterpart, Ernie Banks' All-Star. Same set. Here's a big one. 1956 tops Mantle. That's a beauty. Look at the centering on that. Just an amazing card. And the really cool thing is why I love baseball cards for many, many reasons. But one of the biggest reasons why I love this hobby is because this doesn't even have to be my card. And I think that I'm almost as excited as Tom was to pick these up. So this is an awesome card here. Another big one. Red Heart Musial. I keep screwing his name up. I'm sorry. I'm still really tired. My brain is disconnected from my mouth. It's been unplugged. So 54, right? Red Hearts Musial and a 5.5. These jumped out to me now after Tom bought one, and of course I've always loved them. I would love to add this card hopefully in the not too distant future. But everyone I looked at, the rest of the show was not as well centered as this one, even in 6s and higher. Gorgeous card here. And Tom got a great deal on all these cards. Tom didn't pay sticker on a single card. 56 Koufax. Another amazing card. And it's crazy, I'm recapping somebody else's pickups at the National on my channel, but I'm so excited for Tom, and these are such amazing cards that I wanted to show you all to him. And you all have gotten to know Tom a little bit over these last few days, and he's one of my best friends within the hobby, and I'm so glad I got to spend this time with him the last few days. Here's a 54 tops, as you can see, Yogi Berra in a 5. I love this card. Chris has a really nice one that I've been trying to get off of him for like a year and a half and haven't been able to wrestle it away from him yet. Tom got this one before we even got here. 54 Bowman, Willie Mays. He got this one off of Coop on the way here as to close out a deal that a trade that they had made down at Tom's house the previous Friday when we hung out down there. Another just amazing card. 53 Yogi. Again, Tom does not buy ugly cards. Like, Tom pretty much only buys undergraded cards for sure. And this is another one that I would add into that column. This one's a Burke Ross Yogi. Again, just amazing. And then we have a 49 Bowman Campy. I would take that as a 2 all day long. Another great card. So that closes out his stack from Wednesday and Thursday. His stack from today will also not disappoint if you're excited about those. Today's won't disappoint. 61 Frank Robinson. Frank Robinson doesn't have a bad card in my opinion throughout his entire player run. 58 Eddie Matthews. Again, these are some of his less expensive yet still amazing cards. 56 Killebrew. Great card there, of course. Sparky in a 3.5. His rookie card. 59 tops, obviously. And all these have clean backs too. Like, I'm just not showing you the backs because I don't want this to be an hour-long video. Tony Oliva. Yeah, Tony Oliva. I wanted to double check on that. Great card there. Yaz 63 Fleer. Amazing card. Tom and I both enjoy Carl Yastrzemski. Love this. Here's a 49 Bowman, Pee Wee Reese. In a 1.5. But man, that's a good looking 1.5, right? I would take that all day. 51 Bowman, Nellie Fox. Rookie card. Again, another card he got an amazing deal at. Really, Tom bought probably 80% of his cards from 2 dealers. And one dealer, he went back and he bought cards, I think, 3 different times from him. Here's a big one from today. This is the last card he needed to complete his 55 Bowman set. So 55 Bowman Mantle. He for many years said he didn't like this card, but then he bought this one and got a smoking deal on it too. And now he says it's growing on him. So maybe he just needed to to jump in the pool and dive into a mantle. So now he loves it. And then last but not least, we have the 58 Topps All-Star of Ted Williams, the Splendid Splinter. And again, what an amazing card. So that's it for the day 3 recap, but I'll be back with you after our Graig from Midlife Cards and Ash from Legacy Cards meet and greet tonight, and I'll close everything out. If we are back at the National on the floor tomorrow, I'll let you know about that. And if I have any money left over to pick up more cards, I hope that I can bring you along with me. So stay tuned. I will hopefully do a better job of filming video tonight at the meet and greet than I did last night, because I didn't film any. And if you look at the picture on the thumbnail, that's from the meet and greet last night after like 3/4 of the people had left. I was so busy talking that before I knew it, it was pretty much time to go, and a lot of people had left. So I was like, man, I need a thumbnail or something, and jumped up on a chair and snapped that picture. So it was way more crowded than that. And Mike Moynihan, baseball collector, got a huge group photo of everybody that I hope I get to see. And I bet you there were probably, and I think it was just of the YouTubers, I bet you there were probably 200 or 300 people in that picture, or pretty close to it. So it was an amazing time as well. And whenever I get back and this is all over, some of these stories and different goings on and different stuff like that, I will include additional details too. Like I have pictures of the 59 Gibson that I used to trade up for the Hank Aaron that I'll show and talk about when I get back. So I haven't done a very good job on the go of completely telling the story to you all of the National, but I hope I can kind of fill in some of those details when I get back. So my apologies. Again, my brain has been disconnected from my mouth. I'm sleep deprived. So again, thank you everyone for your support of the channel. I'll be back with you during or after the meet and greet tonight.
Get in there and take your picture too.
I'm recording.
Hi, I'm
Extreme close-up. Christopher, Missouri. Extreme close-up.
Thousands of them.
price really different?
Yeah, thousands of them. Paid 4 cents for things I paid $4 for.
So I'm at Ash and Greg for Midlife's meet and greet right now, and again, just as I expected, it's a great time, because how can you hang out with a couple hundred dudes that love baseball cards as much as you do and not have an amazing time? So thanks again, Greg from Midlife and Ash from Legendary Cards for putting this event on. It's been an awesome time, and we're still going. So when I get back to the hotel room, I'll be back with you for a wrap up. All right, so we just made it back to the hotel room from the meet and greet tonight, and again, we had a great time. I shot a little bit of video there. There was music playing in the background, and everybody was gathered around talking, so I hope you can decipher what I'm trying to say. But again, there's no way possible that you could hang out with a large group of baseball card fanatics such as myself and everybody at the National and everybody at the meet and greet and not have a good time. So thanks again to Ash from Legacy Cards. I keep wanting to forget that name because I'm exhausted. And Greg from Midlife Cards for putting this event on, and Greg for inviting me to this event. Again, I had a great time. I can't thank you gentlemen enough. Tomorrow, the plan is we're going to go to the National. We'll be on the floor, I think, until about 12. I may still have some money. But if I do, it won't be a lot. It won't be any major or anything major. And I've already, in my mind, whether I pick another card up tomorrow or not, have already sealed the National for 2024. So, let's see. Again, I showed Tom's cards. Tom had major pickups. We're going to get checked out of the room tomorrow, head over to the National early. I think we're going to be rolling out about noon. The plan is we're going to go to Terre Haute, Indiana, get another hotel, and then either that day or Sunday morning hit the Larry Bird Museum and then head back to Missouri. So again, just another exciting adventure, another 12-hour day devoted to friends and baseball cards. So if you're still with me, I appreciate you once again for checking out all the videos. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do so. Give this video a like, it'd be greatly appreciated. And I will be back with you again tomorrow. So until then, I hope everybody has a good one. And until the next one, I'll talk to you later.